Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly while others struggle paycheck to paycheck? Is it luck? A better education? A rich family? While those things can help, the real secret, the foundational difference, lies in something much deeper. Their mindset. It's the invisible software running in their heads that dictates their decisions, their habits, and ultimately, their financial reality. Today, we are going to dive deep into the mental transformation required to go from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. This isn't about wishing for money. It's about rewiring your brain to think, act, and behave like the wealthy. First, let's talk about the scarcity mindset, or what many call the poor mindset. This isn't about how much money you have in the bank. It's about how you view the world. A scarcity mindset believes resources are limited. There's only so much money, so many opportunities, so much success to go around. It's like believing the world is a single pizza, and if someone takes a big slice, there's less for you. This belief system breeds fear. Fear of losing your job, fear of taking risks, fear of spending money, even on things that could improve your life. It leads to short-term thinking. You're constantly in survival mode, focused only on getting through this week or this month. The primary goal is to not lose. This mindset shows up in everyday language. You might hear yourself or others say things like, "I can't afford that. Money is the root of all evil," or "rich people are just greedy." These aren't just phrases. They are manifestations of a deep-seated belief that money is a source of stress and that wealth is unattainable or even morally wrong. This creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you can't be wealthy, you won't take the actions necessary to become wealthy. You'll avoid opportunities that seem risky. You'll focus on saving pennies instead of earning dollars, and you'll stay stuck. Now, let's contrast this with the abundance mindset, or the wealthy mindset. This mindset operates on a completely different premise. The world is full of opportunities and resources. It's not a single pizza. It's a pizza buffet that keeps getting refilled. If someone else succeeds, it doesn't take away from your potential for success. In fact, it can create more opportunities for everyone. This mindset fosters creativity, collaboration, and a willingness to take calculated risks. The focus isn't on survival, it's on growth and expansion. The goal is not just to not lose, but to win. People with a wealthy mindset see money not as something to be hoarded out of fear, but as a tool to create more value, to solve problems, to invest in themselves and others, and to build a life of freedom. They don't say, "I can't afford that." Instead, they ask, "How can I afford that?" This simple switch in language changes everything. It turns a dead-end statement into a problem-solving question. It opens your mind to possibilities. Instead of seeing a new car or a business course as a threat to your savings, you see it as an investment or a goal to work towards. So, how do we make this shift? It's a process, not an overnight fix. The first step is awareness. You need to start listening to your own thoughts about money. When a financial opportunity or challenge comes up, what's your gut reaction? Is it fear and anxiety? Or is it curiosity and excitement? Pay attention to the words you use. Do you find yourself complaining about costs and limitations? Catch yourself. This awareness is the first crucial step to breaking the old patterns. The second step is to change your inputs. Your mindset is heavily influenced by the information you consume and the people you surround yourself with. If your social media feed is full of complaints about the economy and your friends are always talking about how broke they are, it's going to reinforce a scarcity mindset. Start following people who talk about investing, building businesses, and personal growth. Read books on financial literacy and wealth creation. Listen to podcasts that challenge your financial beliefs. You need to consciously immerse yourself in an environment of abundance. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Make sure those people are lifting you up, not holding you back. The third and most powerful step is to change your actions. Thinking differently is great, but acting differently is what solidifies the new mindset. Start small. Instead of seeing your paycheck as just enough to cover bills, see it as a collection of seeds. Your first action is to pay yourself first. Before you pay any bills, Set aside a small percentage, even just 1 or 2% for investing. This simple act tells your brain that building your future is a priority. It's a physical demonstration of an abundance mindset. You're not just surviving, you're building. Another action is to focus on value creation. People with a scarcity mindset focus on trading their time for money. They work their hours, get paid, and that's the end of the transaction. People with a wealthy mindset focus on creating value. They ask, how can I solve a problem for someone? Or how can I make this process more efficient? They understand that money is a byproduct of the value you provide to the world. The more value you create, the more you can earn. This could mean starting a small side hustle, taking on a challenging project at work that goes beyond your job description, or learning a new skill that makes you more valuable in the marketplace. Let's talk about the view on failure. The scarcity mindset is terrified of failure. A failure means a loss of money, time, and resources, things it believes are finite and precious. The wealthy mindset, on the other hand, reframes failure as a learning opportunity. It's feedback. It's a data point. Every successful entrepreneur has a long list of failures they experienced along the way. They didn't see them as stop signs. They saw them as lessons that guided them toward their eventual success. They understand that the cost of an action is often far greater than the cost of a mistake. So, give yourself permission to try things and not get them perfect. Take a small, calculated risk. Maybe you invest a tiny amount of money in the stock market or start that blog you've been thinking about. The outcome is less important than the act of trying and learning. Finally, practice gratitude. This might sound a little soft, but it's incredibly powerful. A scarcity mindset is always focused on what's lacking. It's an endless loop of not enough. Gratitude breaks that loop. By consciously acknowledging what you do have, your health, your relationships, the opportunities in front of you shift your focus to abundance. This trains your brain to see the positives, to recognize the resources you already possess. Start a simple daily practice. Every morning or evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It can be as simple as a good cup of coffee or a conversation with a friend. This practice slowly but surely recalibrates your entire perspective from lack to abundance. To recap, shifting your mindset is the most important investment you'll ever make. It starts with becoming aware of your limiting beliefs about money. Then, you change your inputs by curating an environment of growth and positivity. You take new actions, no matter how small, like paying yourself first and focusing on creating value. You reframe failure as learning and embrace calculated risks. And you cultivate a daily practice of gratitude to train your brain to see the abundance that is already around you. This journey isn't easy. You're undoing years, maybe even a lifetime, of conditioning. But it is absolutely possible. By consciously choosing to adopt the mindset of the wealthy, you are laying the foundation upon which a life of financial freedom can be built. You stop playing defense with your money and start playing offense. You move from a life of survival to a life of creation and growth. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building wealth and living an abundant life. Let me know in the comments which mindset tip you're going to start implementing today. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.